Now it is the lunar eclipse happening where I am in Melbourne right now. If you're in the States or somewhere else, you might be waiting a day for it. But what I wanted to do is come through and really channel that energy through to anyone who is interested in receiving, because it's been a really difficult time lately. There have been so many different energies that have been making life quite almost unbearable for a lot of people. So, how have you been feeling with everything? I wouldn't be surprised if you've just been having a really hard time, if things have just felt really heavy, if you felt like you just feel strange, like you're going crazy, just mentally, emotionally, and physically, especially if you're quite empathic, that you're really holding on to a lot of stuff and that it's just been difficult. For some of you, you might be feeling on the other side and feeling quite good, which is awesome. But for the most part, there's been a lot of challenging energies in general. Also, there have been a lot of sort of solar activities, massive solar flares, geomagnetic storms, CMEs, which are coronal mass ejections, just so much sort of coming at us. And now we're on this first eclipse, and then we've got the next one, the total eclipse, April 8 in 2 weeks' time. So, right now, get a sense of everything that's been coming up for you to deal with, because it's been a lot, right? Have a real think and feel of what have been the hidden messages, what have been the issues, the memories, the traumas from recent times and the past that have come and returned to be dealt with again, and that are looking you in the face, that are asking you for healing and transmutation. This lunar eclipse is the ultimate time to release all that stuff, because we're in this kind of portal phase between this eclipse and the next. It's like, I think of it as like a tunnel between the two, and then on the 8th really being activated on that total eclipse, and a sense of new beginnings and that kind of Aries energy finally being able to sort of kick in. But we'll see where that goes, because things have been quite tricky. It feels like this kind of merging, where a merging of realities, or like you feel like things are just not as they were before, right? And it feels like after this current energy is shifted and moved, and we're in this whole other paradigm, when you feel that shift happen, all of this, which feels so real now, that has felt so real in the last few weeks or even months for some, will feel like that is all just in the past. Like it is so gone, we're in a whole other reality now. And maybe if you're carrying a lot of density, that's hard for you to fathom at this point, right? So just hang in there. Really, the message is to really be in the energy, no matter what it is. And when it's hard, it's hard. I know, because I'm feeling it too, and it's been very, very difficult. And it's here to teach us. It's here to show us something. So don't be afraid to look at whatever that is that has been coming up for you. And if you're not sure, just sit in it and just allow it to be. And truth will be revealed at one point. Okay. So for anyone who would like to have a release, just picture yourself now so just sit for a moment and really just feel into all your stuff, all your heaviness, all your burdens, all the gunk, all the weirdness. Have a feel of how you have felt like you're going a bit insane or agitated, frustrated, sad, depressed, lonely, isolated, whatever it is for you, all of the above or some or something else. And then have a feel of who from your current time zone, your current period to the past has been coming up for you in your consciousness, or as an energy or as a negative thing to have to deal with. And have a feel of that now. Okay, and just picture in my hands throwing all your stuff, right? All the depression, all the toxic energy, all the stuff that has been bothering you, that has been coming up to the surface, the irritations, the anger, whatever it is for you. Picture throwing it into my hands. That's it, very good. Throw it in, no matter what it is. And you can do this at any time, whether it's live or you're watching this later. Hi to the person that's writing hi. Okay, so just throw it all in there. It doesn't matter what time you're listening. Good. All right, so I'm going to grab it all. Beautiful. And I'm going to release it all to this full moon. Okay, I'm going to release it, release it, release it, and allow that energy to be transmuted. Beautiful, good. All right. So just allow that process to happen. I'm glad the quality is good. Thanks for that comment. Good. The sound, right? Yeah, I've had issues with my mics before, so hopefully this mic sounds better. Beautiful. Okay. All right, and just feel like everything's just letting go, letting go. So if you'd like some clearing and some healing, then you're very welcome. Beautiful. And just feel like everything's just dropping off you, dropping off. And the image I'm receiving from the angels is like just like a, literally like a big drops that are just dropping off and dripping away. Okay, good, and ease it all out. Okay, and I'm feeling some emotional healing for some. And again, doesn't matter when you're watching this, it works in all directions of time and space. And we want to release any emotional heaviness, anything you've been holding in, harboring in. I've been feeling a lot in the throat area from people. In my last video, I mentioned my throat going croaky. There we go. So whenever my throat goes croaky, that's all the stuff you're holding in. Okay, all right. So just allow yourself to really connect with yourself and what you've been holding in, or what has been taken hold of you. Good. And I'm just going to release all of that. Wonderful. Just allow it to drop off. Just allow yourself to go there. It's all good. You're safe. Beautiful. Working directly with God, Source, and the angels. And the purest of light. Beautiful. Releasing, releasing, releasing. Good. Now what I feel to be releasing is something that's been coming to me today and lately, which is like a veil of illusion from the let's just call it the darker forces, right? And all that negativity in the atmosphere, all that toxic energy, all of people's collective thoughts together in this kind of cloud which is blanketing us. So we're going to lift and release that away. So picture yourself, picture this blanket being lifted and released. Good. And any other illusions, deception, deceptive energy, any attack of energy from other people, let's just release that now. Beautiful. I feel like a soreness in the ears and the energy ears. We're going to release from the ears any lower frequencies, which are words or energy from other people, whether deliberate or accidental, just negativity that you've picked up that has made you feel down or out of sorts. We're just going to release that. And so as we release the lower vibrations, opening up your ear chakras so that you're able to hear to connect with the higher vibrations and hear those higher vibrational frequencies. And that's where you'll see the higher numbers. So we're going to release all the lower energy, all the illusion, so that you can connect back to your higher self and the higher reality. And then bring in the synchronicities and the signs. So seeing the 1111, I by accident was about to say 711 or 77 or something like that. So someone's being seeing sevens. Whatever numbers it is to you, we're bringing you back into alignment. So it feels for a lot of people have been off track, off the off a higher timeline, off the road, right? You've been feeling out of sorts and off kilter. So we want to release any part of you. Just gotta, sorry, my microphone keeps falling off. We're going to release any parts of you which feel like you're in a lower density, where your reality feels like it's a lower one, and that it is anything that feels disheartening or illusions or difficult to be in, difficulty to be around other people. That's been another theme as well. People being difficult, or just being, even just going anywhere and just not really wanting to be around people, wanting to be more alone. So we're just going to release anything that you've been harboring. All right. Anything that's been trying to pull you down, deliberate or accidental, let's release all of that. Beautiful. And what we're doing now is we're reconnecting you to your truer self, your higher self, your soul self, your old soul self. Feeling yourself as that old soul, brightening up to that true self that you are. Good. And with the illumination of the lunar eclipse of the moon, allowing all that releasing and healing and transmutation to take place. Beautiful. And if there's any remnants, just let it all go. There doesn't have to be any perfect here. Okay, whatever it is that you can feel and muster at this time. Beautiful. I'm just going to raise your frequency to a higher level so that you can be more attuned and on the higher timeline, shifting to a higher reality as you enter the portal between this moon and the next, the total solar eclipse on the 8th of April, which happens to be my birthday, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm going to be turning 50 on that total eclipse, which is very significant. Several years ago, I had a feeling that I'm going to have a birthday on a total eclipse, and I looked it up, and that was this one in 2024. So that was a few years ago, so I know that this one is big. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so doesn't matter what you've been going through, whatever sadness you've been feeling or whatever it is for you, just know that everything's okay. You've got the angels around you, always caring and protecting for you. You're in a safe cocoon. Everything's going to be okay. Allowing yourself to open up to the higher energy, the higher reality, and the truth that is within you and that is being revealed to you in the divine timing that is right for you. And angels just like to send some healing energy now, some peace and some calm. So just feeling into that. Feeling that sense of peace, calm, serenity. Beautiful. And sitting in that space. Wonderful. Okay. So feel free to write a comment at any time or ask any questions. Let me know how you're feeling. This is my first live on YouTube and I have no idea how to turn it off. So I'm going to try doing that now. I'm going to send you lots of blessings and love, and I look forward to hearing from you. Well, thank you. I'm so glad. Thank you, everybody. All right, let's try and find, there's a cross.